the smartest sports YouTuber, back with another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about how Justin Herbert will have a sophomore slump, and that is a fact. That is not even my opinion. That is a fact. I guarantee it happens. That is a fact. And I'll give you the reasons why. I will show why it will happen. Unlike you biased Charger fan idiots out there that say, oh, Justin Herbert's top 10, he's top 5, he's going to win MVP. Oh, this and that, the offensive line, look at it. No, idiots, look at this. Let's go to his last 5 games, excluding the Chiefs game where they sat all their starters. He played the Bills, the Patriots, the Falcons, the Raiders, and the Broncos. So, half those teams have shit defenses, and that is a fact. And look at his stats in those games. 63% completion percentage. That was below his average. 267 yards per game. That was below his average. 7 touchdowns. Below his average. 4 interceptions. That raised his average. 6.6 yards per attempt. 86.5 pass rating. Below his average. You know what's that saying? That's saying when people had more film on him, more eyes and see what he does and what he doesn't do, they shut him down. He struggled. He struggled his last 5 games. That is a fact. Look at the Patriots. He threw the ball over 50 times and got shut out. That is a fact. What do you got to say about that, Chargers fans, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Sit down and shut up. And look at this. Look at this. He struggled against the Carolina Panthers, whose defense wasn't that good last year. He struggled against the Dolphins, who had a good defense. There's no doubt about it, but he struggled against the Dolphins. He struggled against the Patriots. He struggled against the Panthers. I could keep going. His season, if you look at it, it was kind of fraudulent. He did set rookie records, but Baker Mayfield also set rookie touchdown record. And look what he did his sophomore year. He had a sophomore slump. 22 touchdowns, 21 picks. Justin Herbert played 15 games but had double-digit INTs. And guess what? He also had double-digit INTs, being one of the bottom in the league in intended air yards, and that is a fact. And you know what that means? That means how far you actually throw the ball. It's not like yards per attempt where you can throw a 10-yard, you can throw a little screen pass and go for 10 yards and it says, oh, your yards per attempt is 10 yards on that little screen pass. No, that's a fraudulent stat. You want to look at intended air yards, and he was at the bottom of the league next to people like Big Ben, Tua, and Cam Newton. The people you know dumped the ball down. So that is a fact. And going into this next season, I guarantee his touchdowns will go down or stay around the same because he will play 2 extra games if he stays healthy. So his touchdowns will go down or stay the same, which means by game he will have less touchdowns. That is a fact. His yards will the same way, stay the same, or go down even with the 2 extra games. His interceptions will definitely go up, not because he'll play 2 extra games, because he's going to be a turnover machine next season. He will have 14 to 16, even maybe 17 interceptions, and that is a fact. And people want to point to the O-line. Yeah, the O-line is good now, so he has no excuses. And guess what? In a clean pocket, he didn't even do that good last year. He did his best work when he was under pressure. So people want to make, oh, he's gonna have more clean pockets this year. Oh, that ain't saying much. That ain't saying shit. You sounding stupid because you're not looking at the numbers, dumbass. And guess what, Chargers fans? The Chargers will not make the playoffs. That's a fact. I'll get more into that in another video. But if we look at the quarterbacks in the league, Justin Herbert will have about the 16th, 17th best quarterback season next year. So he'll be in the middle of the pack, maybe a little below the middle of the pack. But yeah, he's pretty much in the middle. He's not going to do better than people like Joe Burrow. Obviously, Joe Burrow's just a better quarterback. That's a fact. Matt Ryan, who has Arthur Smith, Kyle Pitts, Calvin Ridley. Arthur Smith's going to do great things for that offense. So he's not going to have a better season than Matt Ryan. He's not going to have a better season than people like Derek Carr, who's probably one of the most underrated people. If you look at his numbers and look at what he's done in Oakland and Las Vegas, you would put more respect on Derek Carr's name. So you can't call me a hater because I'm literally saying he'll have an average season, he'll have middle of the pack season. So 2 things can be true. He can be pretty good and he can be overrated. Because I know people were trying to call me a hater because I said he was overrated, and that's just a fact. If you think Justin Herbert's a top 10, top 5 quarterback, an MVP candidate going into next season, then yes, he is definitely overrated. And I don't know how you could deny that. I'm just spitting facts. I mean, you're getting sensitive because I'm spitting the facts. I'm spitting the truth. Look at the Chargers. They have a good team around them. There's no excuse for talent, O-line, receivers. There's no excuse for that. They got Jared Cook to replace Hunter Henry, so I don't want to hear any excuse about the talent around him. He has all the talent around him, but guess what? He will have a sophomore slump, and that is a fact. Okay? If you want to make bets, I'm willing to make bets. And I better see the same people that are going to hate on this video be back after week 1, please. Be back after week 2. Be back after week 3. And I will accept any apologies during the season. Just don't be a hater of mine and keep with the same opinion that's obviously wrong. Just admit when you're wrong. That's what real people do. They admit when they're wrong. So I want to see the same people that are going to hate on this video back during the season when I'm proven to be right and apologize. Okay, dummies? Okay, Chargers fanboys? Yeah. And if you lose to the Washington football team week 1, I mean, don't get me wrong, Washington has a good defense, but they're a mid team. They're mid, all right? They're in the middle. They're not, if you guys lose to the Chargers, that's a bad sign for what's to come this season. And Justin Herbert, I have a feeling, will struggle more than people think. He will have a sophomore slump, and I'm the only one saying it. I'm the one calling it. I'm calling my shot because I'm using the facts that are given to us. I'm using proof to back up my claims. And guess what? When you guys refute my claims, you're not going to bring facts. You're going to bring feelings. And you know what I do to that? I shit on them. Because I bring the proof. And you can't deny that. That's a fact. So just remember, I'll leave the video off there. Drop a like. If you drop a dislike, I'm assuming you're a biased Chargers fanboy, biased Justin Herbert fanboy. Sub to the channel. And if you don't sub to the channel, something's wrong with you. Can't lie. So just remember, you just listen to the smartest sports YouTuber on the planet. That's a fact. And I'm out.